I am excited to be here in Prescott, Arizona now with Dr. Gemie Mcleod. Oh my gosh, you've just see all different ends of this, but this particular moment, I would love to know your story because you're not usually on the flip side of the medical story. So share,
All right.
please.
Well, I received my cells in August of 2024. And at the time, I really didn't have a lot that I was concerned about. I didn't have a lot of pain. I wasn't having any particular, anything going
Yay.
on.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I can always use it as preventative and support.
Yes.
Well, then I realized after about 2 months that, I could wear a certain pair of shoes that I wouldn't normally grab because in college I broke both of my large toes. So I had some beginning of arthritis and my toes were kind of like weather vanes. So if a
Oh,
storm brew in, I could feel that
yeah.
pain. And it was about on par with a dull toothache. Not
Mm-hmm.
something that was going to take me out, but made me think twice about doing some things.
Yeah.
So I stopped thinking about them because they don't hurt anymore. And the swelling on the top of my toe where the sort of bony callus is actually almost flat on both of them. So,
And being a doctor, being on your feet all day,
yep,
that's probably more important than you're actually giving credit to there.
probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I lost 18 pounds. That was kind of effortless. It wasn't,
Oh,
I
wow.
hadn't made any drastic changes, but just started trimming up and slimming down. And then I would say overall, just as I was approaching menopause and, some of the sort of symptoms of fatigue and brain fog and things like that, none of them. Oh, and then I don't have to wear readers either. I don't have to wear my
Oh, nice.
magnifiers.
Yeah. No
So,
readers. Probably have a little more energy.
I do.
Yeah, if you're not fatigued, your feet aren't hurting. Sounds like, for someone who had nothing to, that you got some
I
benefit.
sure did.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Expecting more.
absolutely. Anything
So,
else you can think of?
well, probably not so much for myself, but I can attest to several of my own patients and other clients who've been through the office to receive the therapy. We're pushing almost 100 people since last October, maybe even more, that have received the cells here through our office, through the through the company, and I'm seeing everything from arthritis changes, some very quickly, some just gradual over time, continued reduction in pain, swelling, and improvement of quality of life. A lot of gastric stuff changing quickly for people, which is
That's
very
nice.
nice.
Yes.
So whether it was gas and bloating or even a little bit of like residual ulcerative colitis with one patient, completely gone. We're hearing a lot on the vision reports. So people with, especially with the starting of either cataracts or macular degeneration, a lot of those resolving in quickly, like in the first 90, first 3 to 4 months easily. As a general rule for most everyone, all of them report that they just generally feel better overall, whether it's something they can put their finger on or not, but they just said, you know what, I got through winter. I didn't have as bad of allergies this spring.
That's
I
lovely.
wasn't sick.
Yeah.
I didn't get a second round of the flu. A lot of times I'll get flu in February.
Yeah.
And they weren't getting sick. So, yeah, so the beginning of some subtle changes, definitely the early immune responses. We can see those quickly. But lots that we're still waiting to see outcome for and overall improvement. But we're all real happy with the results, and people are still calling.
Absolutely. Yes. All right. Well, thank you, and we'll update as time rolls on.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.